Drain health can look kinda useless if you don't think about it too hard. The effect basically lowers the enemy's health, but it's only temporary, and then the health returns as soon as the spell duration ends. It kinda looks to me that this spell might have been intended as a temporary debuff, because all the spells you can buy include very small magnitudes and long durations, in both Oblivion and Morrowind. But even if the effect is temporary, it still kills the target if it lowers their health to 0. This is true in both Morrowind and Oblivion, with the consequence being that drain health can be an insta-kill if the target has less health than the spell magnitude. In Morrowind, drain health is a bit cheaper than the next cheapest health damaging destruction spell, that being either frost or fire damage. 100 magnitude fire damage on touch costs 50 magicka, while 100 magnitude drain health on touch costs 40 instead. That's with 1 second duration. Of course, if it doesn't actually kill the target, you've just wasted 40 magicka for nothing. But for the record, both the cave outside Seydanin, Arkantan, this is the first main quest dungeon, and the ancestral tomb that you visit right after should only have enemies with less than 100 health. But even if they don't, you could always damage your enemy a bit first and then finish them off with drain health. But do be careful with Bretons, orcs and enemies that have gear that gives them resist magicka. But where this spell gets really crazy is Oblivion. I still remember devastating entire dungeons with drain health 100 points. Oblivion has level scaling, and at the lowest levels enemies will most certainly die to this kind of custom spell. What makes drain health so much crazier in Oblivion is that it's insanely cheap. I mean, just look at this. Fire damage 100 points on touch costs 106 magicka. Drain health 100 points on touch costs 12 magicka. 12. This is with magicka at 84, by the way. If I remember correctly, spells get cheaper in Oblivion the more you train their respective skills. So it is fairly easy to cast even at relatively low destruction levels. And even when you level up as a character and consequently enemies get more hit points, you can add a sneaky 100 points of drain health on top of your custom destruction spells. They will barely cost more, but they'll also get way stronger. And if you think about it, the only thing that blocks you off from creating such a spell at the start of the game is the fact that you need recommendations in order to enter the Arcane University. Either that or the Wizard Tower DLC. So while in Morrowind you might think to yourself, I'll pay just slightly more and the health damage will be permanent, so maybe it's not worth it. In Oblivion the story is different. The spell is 10 times cheaper than the next cheapest destruction spell. Both the temptation to use it and its overall usefulness is way bigger. Which is the reason why Oscuro's Oblivion overhaul made drain health significantly more expensive, if I remember correctly. If you liked this video, please see this other video about why Absorb attribute is actually way better than you think. I haven't made a destruction ranking yet. I'll do it eventually, but no promises as to when. In the meantime, I have made Restoration, Illusion and Mysticism rankings that you can find somewhere on my channel. Thanks for watching.